and somewhere I hear God, he's over here and he's still waiting for me, like the gentleman he is, and he's like, Erin, you don't have to feel worthless anymore, and you don't have to be broken, and you don't ever have to work for my love. He, you know, he wanted to heal me, and so I allowed it. He comes in and, you know, he picks me up and he puts me back together. It wasn't an overnight process. It took a long, long time. It took a mission trip to New Orleans, which was completely incredible and totally changed my life. I got to spend a lot of time with some really, really quality people. And God really humbled me through that, and he, you know, he's picked up pieces through that. And so coming home from New Orleans, I started praying a lot more. And with that, God told me that I was in a good place to go to Camp Eagle with the middle schoolers and be a leader. And so I did that, and it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. The girls were just so, so awesome. And right before we left, I was talking to Connor Washington, a lot of you know him, and he told me, you know, just open your heart to these girls and open your heart to God, because they will teach you more than you teach them. So I really took that advice, and turns out he was right. They ended up, you know, teaching me how to be fearless. One of the girls in my cabin just lives her life off the hook. She's crazy. And so she taught me that it was okay to be vulnerable and to feel like you don't have a clue what's going on, but God uses that. And so coming home from that, I rediscovered one of my favorite verses. And it's 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8. And it says, love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. And, you know, like, before when I had read that verse, I was like, okay, cool, that's love. But, you know, like, when you dig deep into it, you realize that, wow, that's love. It's not difficult to be patient and kind and stuff like that, all on separate, you know, times, I guess you could say. But, like, all together, just really, really loving someone is really difficult. So that's been my prayer since, I guess, the start of my senior year, is, you know, just God, use me and teach me how to really love people, because I know with you I can. And so far, I think it's going pretty well. I'm staying here next year for, you know, freshman year of college. I'm not leaving. And I feel like God is actually calling me to be a leader with the middle school girls next year, and I'm really excited for that. Basically, I still have my struggles, and you know, things at my house aren't the greatest. You know, there's parent issues, and I have an older brother who's making some bad decisions, but God's taught me through all of that, that I can have peace, and that I can still be joyful, and I just need to rely on Him, because whatever He does in my life, or whatever's happening in my life, He's going to use for His good. And so I really praise Him for that. So closing, I need you, or you should all know that 1 Corinthians, it's not just words, it's like a real thing that you should like try desperately to live out. There's no end to His grace. He's always, always, always going to be there. And, you know, His grace is an ocean, like that song says, and we are pretty much drowning in it because we are human and we are imperfect. So I hope you don't wait till like a mission trip or something like that, or a bad experience like I went through, to just let go and let God. Because it will be one of the greatest things you ever do.